Hey y'all, Alyssa here, and I'm here with some words from Luther Vandross. He is short but sweet with his delivery. His main thing is that he's like, honey, I was here to enjoy life. And I have no regrets. Was it in excess? Yes, it was. But I wouldn't change a damn thing. And he's saying, I was here to sing. I was here to perform. Understand that anything else was nobody's business. So I'm kind of talking. So what's this about? There were stories over the years about you being a diva. Well, if the patent leather shoe fits, then I'll wear it, baby. Okay. Richard Marx. Richard Marx was my brother. I miss him, and I'm watching over him, and I'm around him. He was a really good friend to me, and I feel where he misses me, and I love him, and I'm always around him in my ways. If he stops, he'll know that I'm around him. And he's still in his head with music. There's something about where Luther was helpful with him with writing also, as well as I know he's saying, yeah, I sang with him, but I also helped him with writing. Wasn't always credited, but he's definitely in his head now. He's around him. He's giving him ideas. But it's just around him. There's certain things that just pop up that remind him to make him laugh of Luther, because he's saying they laughed a lot. They laughed a lot. They had a really good connection and a relatable humor, and they got along really well. He's talking about his mother. He's doing this like, Mama, I'm so sorry that you had to lose us all. She had to bury multiple children. And he knows that was heartbreaking. He's saying that he's acknowledging that he didn't take care of himself the way he should have. He lived in excess, but in the same breath, he's like, I wouldn't have changed it though. That was my life. I did what I wanted to do, and I enjoyed what I wanted to enjoy. And if it meant that it was going to hurt my health, it hurt my health. He has a very I don't give a damn attitude. He's just like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to sing what I want to sing. I'm going to drink what I want to drink. I'm going to eat what I want to drink or eat. It was my life. I chose to live it the way I did. And if that meant it was shorter, it was shorter. And it was no business. Here we go. I knew this was going to come in. It was no business who I was. You knew Luther Vandross, the singer. You didn't need to know anything other than Luther Vandross, the singer. You didn't need to know about my love life. You didn't need to know about what I was doing with who or what or anything. All you need to worry about was coming to the concerts, buying the concert tickets, buying the albums, watching the videos. That's all you needed to worry about. You didn't need to worry about me. You didn't need to worry about what was going on outside that world. That was mine. I had a very specific way that I wanted to live my life, and I chose that way. It was nobody's business. I didn't put up with any BS. If I felt that I was, if me being a diva was because I had my standards and had high standards or things that I chose, then that's it. There's nothing else to say. I was who I was. And I'm not going to change a damn thing. And I wouldn't change a damn thing. He is one sassy man. Dang. Understand that I did love people. And I was given and I was kind-hearted. But at the same time, I had my strong sense of self. And I had my strong opinion of what I felt I should be, who I am, what I am. And I wasn't going to let anybody take that from me. I loved getting up and singing. I loved performing. It was my passion. It was what I was good at. It's what I loved. But it was nobody's business what I was or did or who I was around or with outside of it. He said people need to stop that. He said people need to stop worrying about what other people are doing. They need to just worry about themselves. Stop speculating and stop worrying about other people and what they're doing or what's in their life. Focus on themselves. And he's like, yeah, for God's sake, stop throwing drawers and bras and all that on the damn stage for these people. He really didn't like that. He was very turned off by when women did that. He's like, come on, women, show some damn self-respect. Don't throw that up on the stage. He's very sassy. He's funny. He's just he is cracking me up. He's just very, he's like, it was excess, baby. I did what I wanted to do. I left this world with no regrets. I did what I wanted to do. Yeah, it may have shortened my life, but it was a life well lived. Okay. He's just really shaking his head and laughing. He's like, it's so fun. He's like, it's crazy. He said, I stood up for myself and I had these standards and people just were negative and just called me difficult. He goes, it wasn't me being difficult. He said it was just me having my way. Speaking up, having a voice. he's like, I'm not understanding. He goes, it's just crazy to me. He goes, people that don't get their way get all bitter and start changing the narrative and throwing it out like I was a diva or I was difficult to work with. He goes, I don't think it was that I was difficult to work with. He said, I think it was just that they were mad that they didn't get their way. I was who I was, and if you didn't like it, oh well. Oh my gosh, he is so funny. His energy is sassy. He misses people though. There's people that were real close to him, and he's like they know who they are. And he's still around, especially when it's something that's funny, because he always loved to make jokes, and he liked to, if he liked you, he always like roasted you. He always, was giving you a hard time. He was always kind of, teasing you or just ball busting you or something. That was his way. But he also was very kind. He also was very generous to the people that he did care about and love. And, and he did, he did have a lot of love for his mother. His mother, he keeps bringing it, I keep seeing just this, like mom. He did hate that she went through so much pain losing multiple children. He's like, Mom, you should never had to bury all of us. He that's the one thing that he doesn't regret his life and his choices, but he is, at the same time, he is upset that things happened the way they did, to where a lot of his family, the kids, were buried before the mom. He really is sad about that. That's the one thing that breaks his heart, because he saw the pain that his mother was in over it. And there is some heartbreak there. The one thing, the takeaway, he's kind of like, okay, let's wrap this up. His main takeaway in what he wants to say, though, is he's like, be yourself. Have your standards. Don't start no shit. Don't take no shit. And don't apologize for who you are, and live your life. No apologies. Okay. Thank you, Luther. Okay, he came in stage left and left stage right. Okay, he gone. Okay, he came in, added his sass, and he's gone. Okay, that was a fun one. Okay, that was Luther Vandross. So if you, I'm gonna, maybe I'll talk to him again, but he came through this one, at least this one time. Don't know if he will again. He was very short, sassy, to the point. All right. So if you have any questions, or you want a reading, things like that, all that jazz, you email me at intuitivelissa@gmail.com. And that's it for now. And I will talk to y'all later. Y'all be good. Lots of love.